everybody, and welcome back to Riding the Road with Ralia. It's been a little while. I haven't been to the Dead Fish Society, at least not where I usually go, in a couple weeks. I don't even remember if I did a recording the week before that either, though, but I don't know. It just kind of, every time I was driving around lately, I was just like, I just don't feel like talking about anything at the moment. So sorry for no updates there, but it's kind of where I've been at. Let's see. Also, if my voice sounds a little weird, which it probably does, sorry about that. My allergies were really kicking my butt the last couple days. Today it's better, but I just sound worse. But I feel so much better. It's finally on the outs, I think. I don't know what it is exactly I'm allergic to. Someone was saying ragweed was like absurdly high the last couple days or something like that. That's my guess. I need to keep track better, like what is high on the days that, what allergens are high on the days that I have like my really bad stuff going on, but I feel like it's also kind of early for me to be having allergy stuff going on. Usually it's more of a fall problem for me, but if I can get it out of the way now, that'd be great. It's just been extra miserable because it's been really humid and absurdly hot the last couple days, so yeah. Sorry, this episode is going to be kind of obnoxious with any sniffing, so if that will bother you, I won't be offended if you leave. Anyway, for those of you that are staying around, so much has been happening lately. Work stuff and Dead Fish Society stuff. Have not heard back yet about the job, aside from just the email to reply to about the, hey, are you still interested in this job? And I was like, you know it. You bet your buttons I am. That's not what I said, but I should have, to be honest. Apparently that position is pretty competitive, so we'll see. Fingers crossed I at least get an interview. That'd be good enough for me. And they have my name twice over now because I already talked to the hiring guy. He seems to like me. I think I like him. Obviously, again, like, getting into the lab I've been working with is the end goal, and it sounds like they would like that as well, but there's just nothing open at the moment. But that's okay, because for now I've got the vet clinic, and that is also very good. Quite sad though, a lot of long-time boarders and just pets I've known for a long time have been passing away lately, and it makes me very sad, but that's part of life, sadly. But man, in the moment it's rough, especially when they're people that you've also come to know and love after so many years are obviously very sad because they're also losing a family member. Just very sad. But I know the feeling. And yeah. Anywho, enough on the sad things there. Did some sturgeon sampling and tagging the last couple weeks at the local fish hatchery. I say local, it's local enough. Anything in like I don't even know, 50-mile radius is local to me. You know how it is in the country. Anyway, yeah, I've been down there the last couple weeks. Sorry, quick drink break. I got the Steppin' Out in Pink drink at my local coffee shop. Very tasty, I'm very excited. I got it a couple years ago, or last year. It's not quite the same as I remember. I think they maybe changed it up some this year, but it's still very good, so not mad about it. But anyway, ma'am, are you trying to go? Okay. I guess she's sneaking out in front of us. To be fair, I didn't really can't stop her, I guess. So, anyway. What was I even saying? Sorry, I've been having, like... Oh, that was nice. Like... I don't know. I'm, like, kind of drowsy. I think the allergy meds I've been taking have kind of been... just... you know... It's been messing me up. Shoot, what was I even saying? Sturgeons, yes, okay. Yeah, went tagging and helped on a fish survey at the hatchery the last couple weeks. So I haven't been to the lab in pretty much since the beginning of this month, August. So that's been interesting. Of course, most of the things I do at the lab anymore are just kind of like routine whatever, so it's not like I'm missing out on too much. However, their busy season's kind of ramping up, so they've been really busy the last couple weeks, and I've not been there to help. But I also, at the same time, I was helping because there was only one of them at the hatchery to sample when I went, so I went for like the extra pair of hands. Although it would have been pretty manageable with just one person, because it ended up being like not even half of the work that was originally scheduled, because I guess sometimes you only find out when you get there. Like, we have different lots that we should test, but sometimes you can't for different reasons, like the fish are too small, or there's not enough of them, or whatever. Things can happen, and usually it's split up into 2 days, so I went on the second day to kind of finish up the remaining lots, and it turned out that one of the lots we were supposed to test was accidentally written down twice, so it was already done the day before, so that took out a huge chunk of them. And then another one, they didn't want to test for some reason. Maybe they're too small. I didn't really hear that whole thing, but so that took out another huge chunk of them. And then it was like 60 sturgeon total, which we split the work in half because you do 2 different tests. You take like the kidney, spleen samples, and like the blood from the kidneys for whatever. I could talk about that in a different video. Virology, testing for different viruses, and bacteriology, testing for bacteria. Whatever. You get the gist, maybe. And then we also did fin clips for them for that. I don't remember what. Some kind of PCR dealio. That I don't think we do in the lab. I think we send those out, which is why I'm not really familiar with them so much. But anyway, I did all of the bacteriology sampling and then half of the virology and fin clips. So that was fun and exciting. And then I did Bacti and Viro for 5 perch. And then the remaining 5 fish we did were catfish. I didn't do those ones because that one had an extra thing too that I wasn't as familiar with. So the 2 of us just split up those 2 lots as well. And then we swabbed the skin on the mud puppies and tiger salamanders. I think it's tiger, whatever. The other one that I'm not very familiar with, some kind of salamander. I don't know what that one is for either, but that one's nice because you just get to hold the little cute salamanders and they don't have to die. And they only have like 1 mud puppy, maybe it was 2, and 3 of the tiger salamanders, so that, wow, aren't you cool? And 3 of the tiger salamanders, so it was nice and quick and easy. The sturgeon ones are always kind of sad because we all just love the sturgeons. They're like the coolest fish. I just love them. Easily my favorite fish. And it stinks because you have to kill them to say, obviously you can't take their kidneys and spleens and they live. So, sad day. But it's for the greater good. Just make sure they're all healthy before they get released into their nice ponds and stuff. And they have when I was tagging, I heard some more information on them because I'm not very knowledgeable in the whole fish scene, even though I've been working in it for like over a year now. But in my defense, I'm a volunteer. I don't have to know the things. Obviously, I do know a good chunk. Obviously, I know what I'm doing, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't have to be a fish expert. But I love the sturgeons. They're so cool. They can get to like 9 feet long. They live like over 100 years. Apparently, the success rate for when they release them from the hatchery, when they raise them, is like 80%, which is insanely good. Like, love that. I think it's actually over 80%. But anyway, awesome fish, awesome environmental stuff they do down there. Love it. I love going down there. Yeah, I went tagging with my grandpa last week to get them all prepared for their release. I think those ones were going to New York, potentially. Somewhere fancy. I think they raise like 5 different, not ponds, 5 different, raised enough for 5 different locations is what I'm trying to say. Very cool stuff. And then we'll see if they got there. Any of them have disease. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Highly recommend. Let's see. I didn't really have a plan for what to talk about today. I just know a lot's been happening, but it all kind of escapes me. I'm tired. I'm just ready to get home and rest some. I work the next couple days, my longer days. My work schedule's been kind of funky lately. We're kind of hiring new kennel attendants, and the ones that we did have are leaving for college, which is kind of sad. I know they'll do great, but we'll miss them because there's such a great group we have right now. I'll miss them dearly. And I know Murph will too. He really likes these guys too. But the new one we have so far is wonderful. I think we're going to hire another one. Not sure about who that one is or how they'll be, but the one we do have is wonderful. And Murph adores her already. If you pass the Murph test, you're good in my book. Speaking of Murph, there's a new Do More With Your Dog title. It's like Teacher's Pet or something really cute like that. There's a bunch of like back to school activities. I think he would love to do those. It looks like a fun mix of different things that he would enjoy doing. So gonna have to get Murph titled in another thing. I still have to do my torch relay. It's just been so absurdly hot or like grossly rainy, or like, I don't know, the weather's been really weird lately and I haven't had the chance to do that quite yet, but I can do part of it because you have to do like the symbolic part of like the winner's podium or the laurel wreath thing or holding the torch or whatever. So I think I could do that whenever. I think I'm gonna do the podium. Maybe I'll do the laurel thing as well, just because that'd be fun and exciting, and that can be done indoors. So that could be done whenever, and then I'll just do the actual run part when it's finally nice out and I have a day off. The timing has just been poor. It's always on my days that I work that are nicer, and then the days that I don't are just nasty out, because of course they are. Anyway, highly recommend that stuff if you have a dog. I think it's a lot of fun. Murph likes it too. He likes having things to do. He's a busy guy. Might as well get him some fun little achievements while he's at it, because he's going to be busy whether he's doing something constructive or not. I've thought about getting him into acting, like for photo shoots and stuff. The only problem with Murph is that he does what he wants when he wants to, and he's very, very, very food motivated. So as long as treats are in hot supply, then he would do whatever. But I'm not sure exactly how that works with like photo shoots, because he's very food motivated, but he'll like pose so great, but he's more of a candid guy than or look this way kind of guy, but if food's involved, he might get to that point, but I'll have to look into it more and see. I just think it'd be really fun to have him do a photo shoot for like a local brand or something. I think he would love that. And he's such a community guy. He's a big deal. He's famous on our vet clinic's Facebook already. I think his picture got the most like interaction we've had on a post in a long time, so that was wonderful. Very funny. I love it, but I digress. Oh man, gosh, there's just been so many stories from work too lately, speaking of, that I just don't know where to start. Not all of them are good. Gosh, I don't even know. Forget it. I'll talk about something else. Something just hit my car on the roof. It kind of sounded like one of her bird pooped on it. That's the only thing I can think of that would have made that noise from like on the roof, you know what I mean? But whatever. I'm just rambling now. Let's see. I've considered actually, okay, this is a good segue, I guess. I'd always pondered the idea of like a pet supply shop. I think that'd be just so much fun because I'm so like passionate about dog supplies, like dog toys, treats, whatever. And I would totally like make my own treats as well. I mean, I do, but I would totally love to do that on a like more businessy scale, I guess. Just like a very small scale, like just a local shop kind of deal, not like shipping things out. Probably that would be too much, but you know, I like crafty little things like that, especially if it involves pets. I always thought that'd be fun. And I also love the idea of Super Zoo. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like the product. It's for like suppliers and stuff to show off their new products. It has a ton of different brands there. I would love to go someday. That is like bucket list material for me, because I'm that like insane about pet supplies, mostly dog toys, to be honest. Like that's my jam, and bread and butter. Okay, we're going a little awkwardly speed here. That wasn't good English. Man, I'm having a time. Anyway. So, I need a drink break. My throat's starting to hurt a little bit. Good stuff. Anyway, back on track here. Yeah, so I had considered it. I think I would do well around here as well. There's kind of stuff like that already, at least like pet supply-ish, but it's like built into other businesses that are like groomers or whatever, and to my understanding they're not like super popular. There's a trainer that I do like that's around here, and she kind of has a shop in her business as well, but none of them are like dedicated pet supply businesses, you know what I mean? And to my knowledge, none of them sell like homemade treats or whatever either. So I think it could do well. And I also live near a town that's very like into the whole organic and whatever business, natural greens, whatever, you know what I mean? And I could definitely feed into that whole thing because that's kind of just what I would make anyway. I also want to have a garden. When I get my own place, I'm going to grow a lot of food and such, and I could totally use like upcycle my produce that way too, like things that are maybe not things that I want to eat, or if I have a lot of excess, even after I give away things to friends and family, that I could like upcycle into dog treats and then do with that what I will. My dad also has bees, and one of my coworkers was telling me how I could make like chapstick or beeswax candles and things like that, honey crafts, all that good stuff. So like I have makings for a good business here. I already have make my own dog treats all the time. I have a few crafty things I would like as well. And if for somehow I like expanded into like a more commercially produced kind of deal, I also have ideas for that. So that would be fun and exciting. There's just a lot of things that I would like to see in the pet industry, especially, well, I would say especially for dogs and horses, but also cats and birds. Like, I have a lot of ideas, and I would love to see them made someday, because I don't see a lot of that already without, like, giving away any of my ideas, I guess. Like, I've got, especially working in, like, the vet industry and, like, dog daycare boarding kind of deal, like, there's a lot of things we would love to have, and I think I could make them, but I digress, again, without giving anything away. That's just, like, my $1 million idea that I have never made, and who knows if I will or not. It's probably never too late to start a business, though. The trick would be if it was, like, a brick and mortar kind of establishment, or just, like, those ones you see online, whatever, out of your home kind of deal. That would be kind of nice, though. Then I could just, like, work out of my basement and have a bunch of stuff and supply. You know what I mean? Whatever gets me to Super Zoo, right? Just kidding. Kind of. Not really. Man, my car's dirty. I really need to go to totally 180 direction here. I really need to go through the car wash. I especially should, because there's probably a bunch of pollen and crap on my car, which is probably not helping my allergies either, to be honest. But I'm scared. I love going through the car wash. I hate driving through it myself, especially by myself. But I will suffer for the sake of cleaning my poor car. Although it looks like it's gonna rain. That's the other thing too, is anytime I'm like actually kind of motivated to go, it's gonna like storm later. I'm like, well, what's the point? It's just gonna wash off in the rain or whatever. I do really need to clean the inside of my windshield though. It got like frosted over one time, and I had to like wipe it off with like my hand because I was trying to leave, and it was just, it's smeared so bad. I cannot see very good when lights are on my car, I guess, for lack of a better word, at night at like a certain angle. It like lights it up, and it's terrible. Obviously I can see enough, but like it really needs to be wiped off. And I literally have wipes in my car. They're behind my seat right now. I just never have the motivation to do it. And you know I'm not going to do it today because I don't feel very well. I just need to get out and do it one of these days. I also had my, your license plate sticker kind of dealio. Had that for a few weeks, and just put it on today. I think it's supposed to be on this month in general. It is almost the end of August. I don't really know how exactly that works, like what your timeline is. Obviously, if it's past the month and the year is wrong, I assume that's obviously incorrect, but I haven't been pulled over before now it's fixed, so whatever. Maybe I was okay for this whole month, but who knows. But yeah, I was like, I can't, I have so many things on my to-do list, just random odds and ends, things I need to fix or clean or whatever, that I've been putting off, because I'm like, oh, I'll have more time for that on Wednesday, or oh, this weekend, or whatever. And I'm like, oh, maybe next Wednesday or next weekend, or, I keep putting it off. And I was like, okay, that one I really just need to do, because that is illegal. So, no longer potentially driving illegally. So, pat on the back for myself. But yeah, it's a struggle. Okay, where are you going? Nice turn signal, people. Come on. Anger. Let's see. What else can I ramble about? Gosh, my nose is really dry. I hate, like, maybe you'll know what I mean. Like, when you're sick and you just smell Kleenex because that's, like, all you've been using for, like, the past however. Like, I just feel like I smell like Kleenex when I'm sick, and I hate that. It's not that Kleenex has a bad smell per se, but like I don't like feeling like I smell like that, or that being all I can smell, because it's just like in my nose at this point. And that's kind of where I'm at in life at the moment, and I don't like that. But also my nose is really dry. The Kleenexes we have at work are not. I always have the Plus Lotion, Puffs, whatever at home, because anything else just irritates my nose, but that's not what we've had at work, because I used all of them. Now we just have the cheapo Kleenex ones, and my nose is so dry. I'll survive, but I need to put some like Vaseline on it or something, because it's ouchy, hurty. Yeah, I don't know. I'm running out of things to talk about. Might just cut it here and drink my little drink on the way home. Yeah, that's probably good spot. I think I have quite a backup of videos to edit at this point, not even including this one, so I'll have to commit to actually editing those and uploading them one of these days. Probably not today, to be honest. But anyway, I hope y'all are having a good day, staying cool if it's absurdly hot where you are as well. And if it's not a good day today, hope tomorrow's better. I'll talk at y'all later. Bye-bye.